Hi friends. It's been a couple of weeks since I put anything up on YouTube. Past couple of weeks have been kind of strange around here. It's probably affected everybody in the world, and I'm talking about the coronavirus issue. It has really impacted where I work. I work for a hospital, as most of you I think know. That's where I earn my survival money. And when I do tree work these days, it's basically just stuff I do on the side. It's what I really love to do. Don't get me wrong, I like my job at the hospital, but there's nothing better than being outdoors. Right now the name of the game is separation, being away from people, and that's kind of what we're doing here. I like getting outdoors and getting away from people, and it's just me and the trees. I did some pruning work for a friend of mine. I didn't get any video footage of it because I was pressed for time. With my full-time job, it's a little bit hard to squeeze in extracurricular activities, if you will. So now that we have the daylight savings time thing in force, it's a little bit easier because now it stays daylight here until about 7 p.m. So anyway, I spent 2 days pruning my friend's oak trees. He hired me for that, and I was really thankful to him for that. It was a lot of fun. We got a lot done. He's happy with the way it looks. I mean, those trees were just sagging. I mean, he had branches that were like 4 feet off the ground. So we lightened up the canopy quite a bit, and it made it more appealing and satisfying to look at. You can actually see his house now from the road. It's a nice day. It's probably in the low 50s right now. Susie's off at work. She works every other weekend at this point because that was kind of the deal we had to agree to in order to be able to own the land. So the way it's working is she works Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday, I believe. And then she's off until the following Thursday. So every other weekend she has to work, but she gets 8 days off in between. So it's a nice deal for her. Plus, she has a steady schedule now, and she can pick up as many hours as she wants to in between. And all of her paycheck, her entire income, goes toward paying off that property. So she's doing a really good job of taking control of the situation and making things work out for us. So I commend her for that, but I miss her on the weekends. She'll be home probably around 3:30, something like that today. So anyway, I'm going to get in the garage here. I'm going to get my saws out. I'm going to start taking those apart. I may say a few words, but along with this video here, I'm going to throw some clips of some sassafras removal that I didn't get to put up. There were some pretty dicey times that I had out there. As a lot of you know, I might as well take the time to just say this. As a lot of you know, I'm an aspiring tree worker. I love it. I'm learning all I can about trees, about the care of trees, about how to work in them, around them, underneath them. So I take a lot of input from your comments. Buck and Billy Ray Smith really got the fire burning under me and to do this, because I had been looking at a lot of things, a lot of instructional videos on how to cut trees, how to do this, how to do that, and everything was so like by the book. And I'm not saying Buckin is not by the book, but what I'm saying is Buckin takes advantage of his intelligence to work out problems. I found that in real life, you can't always apply the book rules to every situation. In real life, sometimes you have to think outside the box. He inspires me and gives me the ability to develop confidence in myself, to do the things that I need to do for me. So I don't know if all that makes sense or if it's just a bunch of rambling, but anyway, I love that work. And so I'm learning, I'm growing, I make mistakes, and I have to own up to those mistakes. My goal is to not make deadly mistakes or serious physical injury mistakes, if you know what I'm saying. So far I think I've been doing pretty well with that. All right, as I said, I'm going to get back to cleaning these saws. They're due, and I'll check in with you. Okay, see ya. I'd like you all to be thinking about Angie K. Angie K is always on the channel. She's always leaving comments, And you know, sometimes I mention about how faithful she is. I mean, she's just always there. She's become a really good friend through the channel. Hi folks, I just wanted to interject here. At the time this video was recorded, Angie was dealing with her mother being in a nursing home. She wasn't doing very well then. And I found out after the fact that Angie's mom actually passed away. And this has been a little bit over a week or so ago. I think I posted it on Buck and Billy Ray's live feed last Sunday, and I think she passed away the day before on Saturday. I just wanted to leave this news on my channel so that those of you who view my channel who don't necessarily watch Buck and Billy Ray's channel can know that one of my subscribers, one of the ladies that are very dear to me, is suffering and going through a hard time. It's a week out, but I know that pain doesn't go away quickly, and I know that there are a lot of details that Angie is going to have to deal with. So I was hoping that maybe I could get all of you to just through the comments, just pour out your love to her. She could really stand some encouragement at this point in time. So please do that. And I just want to thank you all in advance for taking care of that issue. And Angie, I just want to say to you, honey, I hope that your life is blessed. I hope that you know that you are loved. And I hope that you know that everything will work out. Thank you for being the kind of woman you are. You're a very giving woman. You're a hard-working woman. I can't wait to see you again, maybe at the next Buck and Stock, or maybe when Susie and I get up to Wisconsin sometime this year. So hang in there, girl. We love you. Thank you, folks. So Angie K, love you, honey. Susie and I are looking forward to getting up to Wisconsin a couple of times this year, maybe. And we're going to try to see if we can arrange a time to see you. So, all right, back to the saws. So this Echo CS400 is my, I guess it's my, it's my only big saw. I've got an 18-inch bar here, and it's in desperate shape. It's needing to be taken apart and cleaned. There's a lot going on there, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. We're going to take her apart. So this is what you got to do, right? This is all part of the responsibility of doing what you like doing. You got to spend some time cleaning and maintaining. Yeah, we're pretty clogged up there. I was even having some trouble with my chain tensioner here. I think I've got a lot of wood chips back behind it because I really couldn't get the tension on my chain up where I needed it to be. Yeah, so there's a lot of gummy crap in there. That's all sassafras crap. All right, we'll get this cleaned up. All right, Chuck, I don't know if you can see me, but stump vise is in place right here. I just happen to have a stump with me. Thought I'd give it a try. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna go ahead and just polish this chain up a little bit. All right, let's change gears. Let's pull this thing off of here. Nice. Well, the neighborhood pooches are awake. They're little fellas, but they make a lot of noise. Tyson's out there too, entertaining them, so he's good for it. I'll run down the kerf just to pull crap out of there. Alright, we'll set that aside. I'll put some lube in there before I put this back. Let's go blow this puppy out. So folks, in this last 5 minutes of video here, I'm going to show you what happens when you take your rakers down a little bit too far. I thought I would just give it a try to see if I could just get more wood out of that tree, and I got more wood, but the saw was hard to control. I mean, I think that's why I ended up cutting right through the hinge on this sassafras here. And as you can see in the next 5 minutes, as I'm trying to safely bring this tree down without fatalities, man, that power saw was just pulling and pulling and pulling. You'll see it here. Alright, I know I'm opening myself up for criticism, but this was an experiment and I learned a lesson. I'm not going to do that again. I've taken care of the raker issue. But I thought maybe you would just enjoy this next 5 minutes, so I hope you do. Alright, I do look for your comments. You know, I'm just kidding about the criticism. I love the criticism. It's just fun as long as you survive, and I'm doing my very best to survive. Thank you, folks. Here you go. I'll talk to you. So after this video is over here, I'm working on some more footage. I have tons of footage I've collected over the last couple of weeks that I just didn't get around to putting up at all. So I'm just going to put it here and there to like salt and pepper. We're just going to spice up life a little bit in the midst of this coronavirus thing we have going on here. So love you guys. Stay safe. Keep a safe distance. Stay clean. Stay strong. And most of all, be kind to one another. Thank you all. See ya.
Hi, Angie K.